My name's Tiffany Perman. I was born in Carmichael, California. Pretty much grew up, went to school in Arizona. My parents were divorced when I was 5, and I lived with my grandparents up until I went to high school. And then I started drinking when I was in high school, and I knew that that runs in our family. So it was, I made the choice not to, but then I married somebody that did, and then it was not a good thing. So we drove long haul, so he was gone 5 days a week. So it's pretty much like being a single parent. And then when he came back, I was like, can you please just go out on the road? And then we just decided that it was best to separate as friends and just call it good. My younger two have a different father, and then my older two have the same dad. The younger two's dad, I didn't marry him. He was sweet and nice, and then everything changed once we got together. I was working for Chevron here in Mandeville, and they sent alcohol and tobacco, sent an underage minor in, and we got busy, and I didn't card her. We got evicted, and I didn't have anywhere else to go. I knew that Jesus was out there. I knew that he loved me. I knew he'd take care of me. But it was just, I guess I was relying too much on people and not on God pretty much my whole life. It was, if it was not my mom or my dad, it was my husband, or it was, relying on everybody else instead of relying on God. And I got to the situation where I felt like I was disappointing everybody, including God and myself. I called 211, and they told me about GHR and the mission. I said, do you guys have anything, because I have to come back to Louisiana, any place for me to go? And they said, well, you can go to GHR. From there, they can get you to the mission. Everybody greeted me really well. I felt a sense of relief, like I can put the control in somebody else's hand and just focus on God and not put my hands in it, and just sit at his feet, which is what I've been doing, and just let him take care of the blessings and stuff that needs to happen. There's a lot of layers that God's working on, a lot of stuff that, he's bringing up that I'm not comfortable with, but I know that that's like an onion layer, like he's peeling and, taking care of that. And the more that I let him do it, the easier it's gonna be. To have the sisters and leadership around me and have them pour into me has really been beneficial for me. Not only I didn't know I was pouring into them as much as they were pouring into me. It's been a godsend to have them do that, just because I didn't have that growing up. But I know that I'm loved, and I know that God loves me, and that's the most important thing. But it's nice to have sisters around that are willing to, pray with me, or even leadership if I need it, or just to be able to be alone to do that. Today in life, I'm grateful for, just having breath in my lungs and being able to wake up every morning and do what he needs me to do. My name is Tiffany, and I'm a child of God.